Hello, my name is Gabriel Sandoval, and this is my final self-critique for public speaking. Public speaking is... I wasn't afraid of it or anything prior. I had already taken a public speaking class. It wasn't a great class, but it was a class that helped me be a public speaker. I also was in drama. I just didn't have fear of that kind of stuff. Public speaking experience before this class, like I said, I was in drama. I was also a poet, so I did some poetry slams and stuff like that. I do feel comfortable with my communication skills. I think I'm pretty well versed in communication. I didn't have any... Well, I did have quite a few performance experiences before. I was in marching band. I played guitar in high school, still played guitar and drums. I had a public speaking class. I also did a lot of poetry slams, and I was in drama, so I had a lot of acting to do. During week 1, 2, and 3, I think I opened it up more and gave it less about myself and more about others when I did my presentations, what it can benefit for everybody else. For visual presentations, I learned, to tone down on those comical, cartoon-looking little blurbs that they have on spreadsheets and stuff, and not spreadsheets, on keynotes, and I used more stock photos of people. During this nervous during any presentation? Probably not. I'm not a very nervous person when it comes to talking to people. I actually enjoy doing it. That's why I'm an animator. I like making fun of myself. With making an audience respond, I always help them by loosening them up by maybe telling a joke, or if I don't have a joke, I would always make it about everyone and made it versatile to everyone. I always gave feedback to students through written response, and it was mostly on saying a lot, because a lot of students had that problem, and it kind of distracts you from the presentation. I think they benefited well from that. A few of my speeches I did practice. They weren't outrageous practices. I would review them a couple times, maybe record myself, hear what I was doing, and then redo them. I didn't really do that much for week 2 because I thought I had that in the bag. I probably, as I reflect on it and have viewed it again, I think I should have probably done that a little bit more. And for technology and delivery, I didn't have any errors getting it to YouTube or anything. But technology-wise, I had a couple errors with my video not syncing to my audio, but I got that fixed, and I did that pretty well. Probably week 4, this final one, Glenn Keane, my presentation on who I respected most in my field. I picked Glenn Keane, and I really enjoyed what I did with that. TED, I love TED. It's one of those amazing tools on the internet. I watch at least 1 or 2 TED videos a week. I did learn quite a few from Gary Reynolds and Sir Ken Robinson, especially Sir Ken Robinson. Really just taught me how to deliver a speech. I've watched a couple of his to tell a joke and get people into your speech. My biggest delivery overall is not talking so much about myself and toning that down, especially when it's not needed. I had a real big problem with that beforehand. That was probably my biggest problem. I think also that my greatest strength in presentations is the fact that I'm able to... I use a lot of hand gestures, and I'm showing you right now, and I've learned how to tone that down and really start talking about less about myself and more about helping others. I would rate my public speaking presentation this month probably about a 3. It wasn't amazingly great, but it wasn't horrible. I think it could have done a little bit better. Maybe a 4. It wasn't horrible. I think I can do a pretty good presentation for anyone at this point, when it comes to my work, maybe pitching an idea for school or anything within that realm. I think I have a pretty good understanding of how to get my point across. And this class was really insightful for me. It helped me quite a bit with my presentations of my thoughts.